Hello, friends. It's me. And it is time, once more, for another fantastic story. A continuation from our friend Mandelbrot. This is Sonic and the word I can't say in the first minute of YouTube, although I think I kind of can, but I'm not entirely sure, so let's not press our luck because YouTube's kind of iffy about that kind of stuff. This is chapters 2 and 3 together, so we're just going to read them. And, yeah, hope you enjoy them. Hey again, Moonhorse. Hello. It's been a hot minute since you read this gem of a story. The time of me writing this, approximately 20,000 minutes. Why did you time that? Why did you time that? That's kind of weird. Don't do that. So I think it's time we take another look at how Sonic's college adventures are going. Probably nowhere good. Let's get back into Sonic and the... Wait, hang on. How could I have been so rude? We have to call this story by its proper name. Sonic and the S___. The tips of college. Yes, I see that you have noticed my clever censoring. You can't write words like that in the title of a video on YouTube. Otherwise, they won't do any kind of promoting, and a lot of time, even the people who are subscribed to you won't see that you've uploaded. So, yeah, that's why I had to do that. Isn't the internet fun, kids? Remember when we used to be able to just talk? I miss those days. Anyway, this is chapter 2. The tip of the knife. Sonic and Knuckles were walking to help Tails with his penis problems when a giant gay jumped in front of them. It was Eggman.
"What are you doing here, man of the eggs?"
shrieked Sonic. Eggman was the dean and hated being called Man of Eggs. Eggman was sad and walked away. Sonic thought Eggman was a stupid shit. They saw Tails crying at the water fountain because Shadow was being mean and was hitting Tails, and Tails was choking on water he was drinking and almost died.
"What happened, Tails?"
asked Sonic, and this question was directed at Tails, but Knuckles responded, 'cause fuck him. I hear Shadow almost killed him by choking him, said Knuckles.
"I want to rip Shadow open and take out his guts and eat it for breakfast like a cute Egyptian snake,"
said Tails so loudly that Sonic was thinking it was very loud. Later that night, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails were thinking a way to murder Shadow. Shall we pour pig's blood on him and watch him rot, lol? Suggested Knuckles.
"No, we'd have to kill a pig,"
said Sonic, which made Knuckles all mad, but not hit him. You see, Sonic and Knuckles were on friendly terms now because the situation was dire and Shadow might try to kill someone again. Who knows? So they had to act now. I mean, who could stop them anyway? Tails said that they should do it the old-fashioned way and just use a knife. Sonic agreed and groped for a knife. He felt one and tugged when he was standing in front of the stairs. Just then, tragedy struck. Sonic tripped and fell down the stairs, and the knife fell too. No! Shouted Tails and Knuckles in unison. Which means it was at the same time. The knife that was falling with Sonic stabbed Sonic when he was falling, and just like that, he died. No one moved for 10 minutes, but then no one moved until Tails said they should help him. The ambulance came soon, but it was no good. If Sonic had been rescued only 9 minutes earlier, he would have survived. Tails blamed Knuckles, and they both played the Space Ace arcade game for a while, when the body of Sonic being dead came in the room on a platform, called a stretcher. Tails cried, and Knuckles, "Oh no!
"I just want you to know, man,"
said Tails, crying over Sonic and Knuckles' dead bodies. But what he said, Sonic never knew, because all of a sudden, Sonic woke up and vomited because he'd been scared. Basically, I am saying it was all a dream. Sonic was terrified because he died because of Shadow in his dream. Shadow had to be stopped. "Sonic," said a low, barky, gnarly, growly, hoarse, dry, angry, confused voice. It was very specific. Sonic looked up and saw that Knuckles was shaking him. Sonic had fallen asleep when they'd been talking about ways to kill Shadow, also known as Shadbad. Sonic remembered how they were going to kill him with a knife in his dream, and he asked Tails if that was okay. When Tails confirmed it's okay, Sonic then got up and grabbed a knife, and being careful not to die. Much of the same happened the following morning, except today was the big day. They were going to kill Shadbad and put an end to his sacrilegious satanic ways. Sonic was so very excited that for the first time in his life, because he's just so cool, he went to school early. He'd been sleeping with the knife and sharpening it in his sleep so he could kill Shadow. When he arrived, he nodded to Knuckles and Tails. He saw a black and red figure moving down the hallway. This was it. He lunged and put the knife right through the person's back like a butter, cutting through Lay's ketchup chips with cheese on them. What?
Ha! Take that, Shadbad bitch!
He felt strangely turned on and hostile at the same time. He slid the knife out and saw in horror, well, not actually horror because he hated him too, but still pretty scared, that he had just murdered Eggman! "Trying to kill me, Hedgehog?" said a swaggery voice from behind him. Chapter 3. The Tip of the Table. Sonic has a very horrified mood and didn't know what to do. He slowly turned around to see Knuckles standing there. "Hi, Sonic," he said in a voice that was very much similar to Shadow's voice.
Damn it, Knuckles!
Sonic screamed.
You scared me to death pretending to be Shadow, and I just accidentally gone and killed Eggman. Oh no!
"What are we gonna do?" asked Knuckles.
Run!
shouted Sonic, and they ran, leaving Tails behind. If he died, though, it was every man for himself. When Sonic was running, he was thinking a lot about his girlfriend, and wouldn't and couldn't stop, and it was hard knowing he'd need to leave her behind. Or did he?
"Wait, stop, Knuckles,"
said Sonic, and he had to say it very loudly because Knuckles was far behind because Sonic was so fast at running.
"We don't have to kill Shadow. We only have to stop him from killing others, right?"
Knuckles was too dumb to reply because he didn't know where Sonic was going with this. So Sonic thought he was...
Oh no!
And a bitch.
"Let's frame him for the death of Eggman. He'll be taken away to jail, and that'll be just so radical."
Sonic was very happy now because he could see his girlfriend more than he ran back to the school with Knuckles. They'd missed the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th periods. It was final period by the time they got back, and that was 14th, which was dismissal and agendas. Sonic quickly gathered his friends. That was a difficult task, because his friends were leaving, and he had to find all of them when he told them all to go to the cafeteria and sit down at the cool kid table. The cool kid table was made of pure gold, and only the cool kids were allowed to sit there, and the teacher watched them sit at it. People who were usually at the table is Shadow, Sonic, Knuckles, Espio, Silver, and Vector. Knuckles and Shadow would sit together because they are both sacrilegious and evil. But now, Knuckles hates Shadow. So I guess that is the end of that. Sonic gathered up Tails and Knuckles and Amy and Cream and Charmy and Espio and Vector and himself at the table. He said that Shadow was being a bad dude and they needed their help to frame him and put him in jail. "How much do we get paid?" asked Espio.
$1 million,
says Sonic, who is really rich, so he can do anything. "Lol, that's great, mate," chants Knuckles, playing with his knuckles, which are pointy. That is why he is called Knuckles, after all.
"You're rad, Sonic,"
says Tails, being happy to him. Sonic doesn't like this.
But why are we doing this, Sonic?
I'm gonna hate editing this video. Sonic didn't respond, but he did slap Cream for asking such a thing to him, since it was so obvious. He didn't slap Amy and Charmy, though, because Cream asked sort of before them. "You're so bad, Sonic," says Vector, who is grinning and had been rather like poop to Cream recently. Sonic looked at the edge of the table. It was all rotting and disgusting. The teachers wouldn't clean it up, because what did I tell you? "This school is suck," said Sonic, quite very loudly, and everyone jumped up and hit their head on the table.
"They should just clean it up. I mean, the edge of the table is gross," demanded Amy. "I don't really mind it that much," says Charmy B.
"I'll bet that Shadow did it and is involved with it somehow, Raffle," concludes Vector.
"Well, whatever the case is, let's frame him good," finished
Tails really goodly. That very day, Sonic invited everyone over to his house and disguised everything with them. He also had something very important to Tails.
"Tails, in my dream I was dead, and Knuckles was dead, and you were sad, so you whispered something to me, but I was woken up by Knucklefuck before I could hear it." "I was gonna say I love you, bro. I will always want to say you forever," said Tails.
Sonic decided to have the three-way with Tails instead of Knuckles. All of a sudden, Sonic's door exploded, and there stood two figures Sonic dreaded to see there. He simply could believe his eyes, but it was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous that Sonic thought he was dreaming again, but no. Sonic really couldn't believe it, though. In the doorway stood Shadow and Eggman! The story just keeps getting weirder, and I kind of love it. I really hope you're enjoying my terribly dramatic reading of horrible fanfictions, by the way. If you are, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store, and the links to those are below this video and every video, and you can check those out. If you can't, that's okay too. I also have a Discord server. Every Saturday there's a live stream, and I have my own subreddit r/Moonhorse Stories, where you can send me all the weird stories, and I will read them for the internet. Okay, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye! Bye.